Hello, this is Historical Amusements back with another Minecraft Kennywood video. In this video, I'll be showcasing Kennywood's former iteration of the Old Mill, called Hard-Headed Harold's Humorously Horrendous Haunted Hideaway. Before I get started, if you enjoy Minecraft Kennywood content or would like to see more like it in the future, please consider subscribing, because it really helps out the channel a lot. Now back to the Haunted Hideaway. This version of the ride opened in 1974, was given a Wild West ghost town theme. But in 2004, the western theme of this ride was dropped in favor of a new Garfield theme, which no one really liked. Thankfully, in 2019, the western theme was brought back to the Old Mill. Now let's take a ride into Kennywood's Haunted Hideaway. Before we take our trip into the Haunted Hideaway, let's take a closer look at some of the show scenes that can be found inside the ride. The very first scene you come across during your journey through the Haunted Hideaway is the collapsing skeleton mineshaft. You can see a mine shaft here for a skeleton and a minecart. This is one of the rooms that had a double side, so later in your journey you come through the other side going the opposite direction. After the collapsing mine shaft, we find ourselves in the sheriff's office, where a skeleton inmate is trying to use his leg to reach the keys in the wall, while an unaware skeleton sheriff is sleeping. We next come upon our first outdoor scene, and yes, there were outdoor scenes in the original Haunted Hideaway. They were enclosed and it became Garfield for the blacklights to work. This scene depicts a skeleton horse pulling a skeleton hearse with a casket in the back. The next scene we come across is the saloon. We see the entrance to the saloon right here with a drunk hanging through the doors. We also find a can-can dancer on the stage and a skeleton over here playing the piano. After the saloon, we find ourselves in another outdoor scene, this time the skeleton graveyard. We find some skeletons popping out from behind tombstones, and on the tombstones some references written, including Garfield, which was the iteration of this ride that came after the Haunted Hideaway, that nobody liked. After the graveyard, we find ourselves back in the saloon room. This was another double-sided one where you could see other boats passing on the other side. On this side, we can find the bartender, and some people sitting at tables, as well as the whiskey barrel in the back, and some pictures on the wall. The next scene we come across is yet again another outdoor scene. This time it's simply a skeleton sitting on a wagon, pulling some hay. There's also some building facades behind this one. The next scene in the ride is the invisible blacksmith workshop. Over here we have an invisible blacksmith making something on the anvil. We have some hanging swords, a large blast furnace in the corner, and some other tools, another anvil, and some boxes on this side. And look where we are now, back on the opposite side of the collapsing mineshaft room. These skeletons unfortunately probably won't be getting out of here. This side of the mineshaft starting to cave in on them. The final scene we come across in the Haunted Hideaway is the hanging scene. We have two hungry vultures sitting and waiting nearby. And well, as your boat goes by, you know what happens next. And that will conclude our tour of Kennywood's Haunted Hideaway. Now it's time to take a ride.
Right in my ear.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, and comment down below on what you think of the park. If you're interested in seeing a real-life Haunted Hideaway POV, there'll be a link in the description, and a special thanks for David Hahner for the original ride audio. Thanks for watching!